Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine. In last class we have discussed the learning and use of technology in training, how it affect different businesses, how technologies have changed the shape of training, how companies are providing using technology for training their employees in order to achieve their goals and become successful and profitable business, how their employees can work effectively and efficiently. So we have discussed these issues. We have discussed the case study regarding the donuts company. So we have discussed the introduction, we have discussed the influence on training and learning. So now let's come to the benefits of technology. So different authors have summarized the benefits of technology on different wording. uh, there are a lot of advantages of massive advantages of benefits of technology. Using technology or training methods through technology, how they can provide training. So you see that first one, employee can gain control over when and where they can receive training. So it's very easy when you're using a technology for training purposes. It's very easy where they receive training, or when they want to receive the training. They can just sit at home and attend the training session, or they can just come, for example, 30 minutes every day. They can log into their account and attend a training session, and this training can be easily progress from the system. You can see how much they have watched, what they have done, how much they have solved the questions regarding every video after the training. There is a question and answer session. They need to write the answers what they have learned, so you can easily track the progress of your employees. And then employees can access knowledge in expert system on as needed basis. So when you need extra knowledge, when you need something extra regarding your sections, you just enter, that's it. You can easily access and find as well. So it's regarding virtual reality. Through the use of avatars, virtual reality and simulations, the learning environment can look, feel and sound like the work environment. So you feel that you are already inside the work. So as we have discussed recently, most companies, for their truck driver, for example, driving, they're providing them real based training. So they are sitting there, 3D type training. They're putting the the glasses, they are sitting there, the brake is there, everything is there. They feel that they are really driving the truck. So they are controlling how to drive truck. They are learning, training everything before they come out on the road. So before going on the road, what they do, they come and they start these training sessions. So they're using employees can choose the type of media, print, sound, video they want to use in a training program. So it's very easy, which type of training, type of media they want, the sound, video, whatever. Course enrollment, testing and training records can be handled electronically, reducing the paperwork and time needed for administrative activities. You can easily uh, arrange the course training records. You can easily arrange the attendance, online attendance. You can save trees. So most companies, they don't want to print more papers, so they want to reduce the paper waste. It's very very important. So when you're using paper in most country, they think that for paper, I don't know for how many paper one tree needs to be cut. So in order to save trees, in order to look after greenery and environment, you need to save trees. So they don't use a lot of papers like underdeveloped countries are using a lot of paper. They think it's just, but in most developed countries nowadays, they are trying to save paper, save waters in different things as well. So that's why technology will help you a lot in database tracking your employees, tracking their attendance, tracking their progress, their achievement, everything. So imagine if universities there, as I said in my last class, if they apply biometric attendance, it's very easy for Ministry of Higher Education to track the record. So for example, if I come there and there is a database, for example, from Ministry of Higher Education, yes, in last 2 years I need the record of attendance record for this student, that's it, please print it. So you can easily, if it's done for their employees, it can be easily accessed at the end of the month. They don't need to go through the paperwork attendance in order to find how many days you are absent. For example, if you are having over 100 employees and each manager needs to go through each employee, like for example each faculty, economic faculty needs to go through all their lecturers attendance, their employees attendance, when they are coming, why you coming late, in all these issue, counting each days. It's wasting time, it's wasting papers, it's waste of time. If it is technology based, everyone come on time and put the finger at the end of the month, print whatever days they are absent, it shows them clearly, finish, it's just a single click. So that's why it will help a lot. It will save time, it will save paper, it reduce cost. Imagine you are printing for example 10-page attendance every month for example for your staff, 10-page attendance for example for lecturers, for part-time lecturers, everything is there. So you print for example 30-page every month. So imagine every week, again count it for every month. So imagine, multiply these papers with month, with week, with the year. So how much companies will save regarding this purpose? Imagine for students as well, a lecturer needs to get everyone name, who is present, who is not present, the paperwork, everything. These need to be good to the database, they count it, how many person you're present. So it wasting a lot of time of lecturers, it wasting a time of students, it wasting money, it wasting papers, it waste of time of managers, everyone. So what's the point? So imagine if they use technology, it's very easy, simple. So they don't need to go through printing the attendance. It's not only attendance, there are many other ways as well. So there are many other aspects of businesses as well, that it can be electronized, it can be used electronic. Now you see the e-governance in many countries, they are trying to have e-governance. You don't need to go through different departments, you can control everything from phone. Like for example, let's say a good example in Afghanistan is passport. You don't need to go through the line, you just you fill the online form, you go there, so that's why companies are using this technology, different tracking, house tracking, car tracking, GPS system, many other aspects. So there are many ways to use, especially hospitals, booking appointments. A good example, as I say, passport, you just go through biometrics, finished, the passport will be sent to the post office. Imagine if we are having different, imagine if you can apply for your, let's say, 12th grade degree online and it can be sent through the post office, same thing. Imagine if you can apply for your university degree online, it goes through different processes. For example, you can do online verification by Ministry of Higher Education, whatever the use of e-governance. Most countries are using the same type of business. You don't need to go travel to the place. You need to, for example, I give you example of my degrees, I didn't went to the place where I need to verify. I just went to Liar and they just stamp it, and after that I filled the application form online, I paid the money, I send it to the Ministry of Higher Education for England. I send them, they have stamped it and send it back to, I've paid both way post. So they said you need to pay for both ways. So I've paid both. They have sent it back to my home address, so I went to the embassy and finished. So it's just take few days. But imagine here how many days you need to go to foreign ministry every day. You need to go and sit in the line, oh please do my this, then they check it, oh yes, then they give you another day, 2 days after you come and you collect and you go to another ministry of higher education, you fill it's go through a lot of time and you're wasting their time and other time as well. So that's why some companies are using technology. So you can easily course enrollment, you can easily track how many new student has come, how many new student we are having. So you can online, you can fill a form, so it can be easily tracked. So employees accomplishment during training can be monitored, so you know what they have accomplished, what they have achieved, what they didn't, how much is their for example how much is their success rate, whatever. So you can easily track your employees, what they are doing, why they are not doing. So it's all everything. Traditional training methods such as classroom instruction and behavior modeling can be delivered to trainees rather than requiring them to come to central training location. So and there you need a trainer to train. Doing traditional, here you don't need a training location. You can record a training and develop or put it online in your website. Everyone can easily access, or your employees can easily access and come and join the training in different parts. So if they are in different if you are having branches in different countries, it can easily be tracked. So that's different several benefits of technology. There are many others. The 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So these are 7 benefits you can buy. You can find hundreds of other benefits of using technologies in benefits of technology in a business. So consider how technology has influenced training at IBM and UPS. So forget UPS, so we come to the IBM. One example is enough, so you all know what is IBM. At IBM, the learning strategy for employees to learn every day in a dynamic way based on their current job and what they need to do in the future. To better prepare the company next generation of leaders and to best utilize its global workforce, IBM is using new technology. So imagine next generation, they are working a lot for their upcoming generation in global workforce. So as I have said in my many sessions, that having a skillful employees, having a qualified employees, having a competitive employees will help you to achieve the goals and objectives of the company. So if you are having a very high skilled labor, if you are having a very competitive labor, if you are having more efficient and effective labor, it's very easy to achieve your goals and objectives. Once you have achieved the goals and objective of the company, it means the company is successful. Definitely it can be a profitable company. So that's why you see that IBM is trying to work on next generation of leaders. They are trying to put different ways of training so they can have utilize its global workforce there. So IBM has different businesses in different parts. So IBM is using new technology such as collaborative online learning platform that allow employees to learn from their peers, and virtual tools that give them instant access to experts. So they are using different, they can learn from others, they can easily access to the expert regarding the different product. Peer learning can occur spontaneously online, just as it would if all of IBM employees were located in the same building. So you think that they are in the same IBM employees participating in the company's virtual 3D online environment, create avatars, computer typification of humans to interact with each other and discuss and share ideas. So you think you are in 3D online platform. So it's very interesting if you can find videos in YouTube or other places how the online training sessions has been conducted. the challenges and problems and benefits of online training. So what they have achieved, the feedback from participants of online, have they participated, what they have achieved, what they didn't achieve, their feedback regarding the online training, regarding their company, everything. So you need to find these videos or articles in Google. You can check about it and you can see what's happening if you're interested in finding the impact of technology in training sessions. So technology and collaboration. Technology allows digital collaboration to occur. Digital collaboration is the use of technology to enhance and extend employees' abilities to work together regardless of their geographic proximity. So it's a collaboration between one country another. India, as I've discussed, nowadays you see most governmental meetings have been conducted online as well. So presidents from different part of the world are coming together. Before, they used to travel to a central, for example Rome or Paris or France or other part, or UN or assembly or other places to attend certain for example meetings. Now they are doing all online. So that's the digital collaboration includes electronic messaging system, electronic meeting system. So you see messaging, that you're messaging here from here to Australia to Sydney to New York to Canada. They're sending from every part of the world. Online meetings, as I've discussed, from governmental, business, non-profit organizations, everyone are having online platform using Zoom for their meeting purposes. People are using paying money for different online platform in order to attend online training with their staffs in different part of the globe, so they can come together, they can have meetings, they can have board meeting online. They're having different aspects and different things as well. Online communities of learning recognized by subject, where employees can access interactive discussion areas and share training content in web links, and document handling system with collaboration technology that allow interpersonal interaction. So you see that these are different aspects as well. So in synchronous communication, synchronous news communication, trainers, experts and learners interact with each other live in real time, the same way they would in face-to-face classroom interaction. Technologies such as video teleconferencing and live online courses, virtual classrooms make synchronous communication possible. So you know that these things, face-to-face classroom, virtual classrooms, online live online courses, teleconferencing, so you all have idea about these things, how it happens. So some university I think has used this teleconferencing. The lecturers used to be online from home or from office, from everywhere. Students were sitting at homes in different location in Kabul. They were coming online at their class time. For example, your class start 8 o'clock, you need to be online on 8 o'clock. Lecturers is online as well, so he start giving lecture, so you're listening. If you're having a question, you can ask question. It's a virtual classrooms. Or lecturer, some universities, they have offered their lecturer to come to the university. The lecturer is in the university, students are, because of COVID-19, students are in the classrooms, not in the classroom, in their rooms and their homes, somewhere different part of the Kabul. So the lecturer will be online 8 o'clock and the students will be online 8 o'clock. They come and join the session. Is a virtual class. The lecturer start the class with the same thing like he used to give a lecture in the offline. So he give lecture, finish, students, if they have question, good, they end the meeting, finish. So they start another class as well. It's the same thing. So many universities have used this system, virtual classes. So everyone is online. They have, it has its own advantage and disadvantages, because some students were complaining because of electricity. It was very difficult for lecturers as well. Internet issue, sometimes the voice is not coming, sometimes there is one student internet is for quality is low, she or he can't hear the voice. So it had their own advantages and disadvantages as well. So now for Salam University, so we need to record the videos and upload it in YouTube, then upload it in LMS, then you can come and have access to it. So that's another way of synchronous communication. Asynchronous communication refer to non-real-time interaction, that is, person are not online and cannot communicate with each other without a time delay, but learners can still access information resource when they desire them. Email, self-paced course on the web or on the CD-ROM, discussion group, virtual libraries allow asynchronous communication. So you see that virtual libraries, you see that already everything is there, so it's not live. You go there, you learn, that's it. You read books, you listen to the audios, listen to the videos, you listen the class. Is a discussion groups, they're discussing with each other, everything has been recorded and put it upload. So that's another way of communication. So the Shawnee's and Captain D restaurant, let me see how much is remaining. So the Shawnee's and Captain D restaurant chain have more than 350 restaurants in more than 20 states. So let's see the case study, what it says. Over 8,000 employees each year must be trained on the basic of the operational part of the business. So you see is a company that operating in 20 states of United States are having 8,000 employees. So imagine it's 100, it's not 100, 200,000, 8,000 employees each year needs to be trained on basic operational part of the business, including how to make French fries, hash puppies, and coleslaw. Also, each year 600 new managers must be trained in the business issues and back office operation of the restaurant. So you see that it's not easy job for companies that they're having over thousands employees. Providing them a training session, it costs a lot. Imagine if you are having 1,000 employees in Kabul and you need to give them 1 week proper training. You need to book a restaurant for a 1 week, you need to book a hall for a 1 week to have a capacity of 1,000 guests. Lecturers you need to attend, you need to bring a trainer, give them a training, food, everything. Imagine the expenses you are doing for as a company. So these companies that they're having 8,000 employees, 600 new managers must be trained every year. So imagine if it's cost $2 for example per month per person, it's $16,000. Imagine if it's $3, if it's $100, if it's $1,000. So how much it will cost a company? Millions of dollars. So also each this restaurant, the biggest challenge that Shawnee's faced was how to consistently train geographically dispersed employees. So that's the challenge they were facing. Their employees are in different 20 states. If you are asking everyone to come to a single state, you need to book them a hotel, transportation costs, tickets, food, everything. So you need to pay for it. So what's the solution? So that's it. Shawnee's solution was to implement One Touch, a live integrated video and two-way voice and data application that combines synchronous video, voice, data and live web page, so the team member can interact with trainer. So that's it. So there is a system, One Touch. So you don't need to come all the way from different state, travel hours in the plane. You need to come to the single location and get a training. No, you just go through one click, enter to the session, join, two-way voice, data application. If you're having question, whatever, everything needs to be done online. So that's why you see that the companies are operating for 8,000 employees. So the training models include topics such as orientation, kitchen and dining room. Each model is interactive. Topics are introduced and are followed by up by quizzes to ensure that learners occur. So it's not only a training, there's a quiz as well. So once you are solving a quiz, different quizzes, so it means that these are learning something. So you see the answer topics are introduced and are followed by quizzes. For example, the coleslaw program shows trainees what the coleslaw ingredients are and where they can be found in the restaurant. So they give them everything, how they make coleslaw, where the ingredients are, how they can find it in a restaurant. The coleslaw program include a video that trainees can watch and refer to as they practice. After they practice, they have to complete a quiz, and their manager has to verify that they have completed the topic before they move on to the next program. So you see that they are having step-by-step session, how to make coleslaw, where the coleslaw is located. They need to watch a video regarding this, and then it can be referred to manager. The manager can verify it, yes, they have completed this topic, they have learned how to use this make coleslaw, where they need to find it. Then after verification by the manager, they can easily access to the next program. The training is consistent and easy to update. The program also allow kitchen and counter staff to learn each other skills, which gives trainees flexibility in its staffing. Example, counter employees who know how to cook. So it's not only other employees can also participate in as well. So the training is consistent and easy to update. So you see that the company is using different type of training so for their employees. So computer based training is another type of training that the companies are using. So that's another so let me come so you find that computer based training, CBT, is an interactive training. You have learned, I'm sure, about CBT in this test. Is an interactive training experience in which the computer provides the learning stimulus. The trainee must respond in the computer, analyze the response, and provide feedback to the trainee. You find most online exams, CBT exams, computer-based exam, driving theory test is a computer-based exam. You have discussed different computer-based exam as well. TOEFL, some computer-based exam regarding IELTS, some are maybe computer-based or not. There was CBT test, English test, which was completely computer-based. There are certain ACCA paper which are completely computer-based training, and also computer-based exam as well. So you can just go through the training. There is computer-based training and computer-based exam again. So there is no one watching, so the CCTV camera is there. You just enter and that's it. So the computer analyzes the response and provide feedback to the trainee. CBT includes interactive video, CD-ROM, and other system when they are computer driven. The most common CBT program consists of software on a floppy disk that runs on a personal computer. CBT, one of the first new technology to be used in training, has become more sophisticated with development of laser discs, DVDs, CD-ROMs, nowadays iPads, new test technology, touch screens, phones, MacBooks, and other. With increasing use of internet, this technology allow greater use of video and audio than do technology that really slowly on the computer rely slowly on the computer. So you see that companies are using different technologies as internet. So now they are using latest computers, touch screen, MacBooks, phones, iPads, different aspect of technology that the companies are using for their CBT training. So computer based training, most of the time, if you're, for example, applying for it live, some countries they need to have a give what we call it, a exam, which has a live test. You need to give answer certain questions. You sit in the computer, you give the exam. So there's a training as well. So they provide CBT training as well. So computer based training can also involve simulation. For example, during training need assessment, Bayer Pharmaceutical discovered that its technical expert needed new skills to manage large projects. So these skills related to keeping project manager focused on the task, managing competing priorities, managing large cross-functional teams, and supervising employees who did not report to them. These skills are important to reduce the time needed to bring research discoveries to the marketplace. To train in these skills, Bayer use a computer-based simulation that requires a team of trainees to manage a large-scale project. The management decision they make impact their odds of their successful. So we have discussed simulation. So this is a company, pharmaceutical company. There are need to have a managing large cross-functional teams, different parts, their employees, competing priorities. What are the priorities of the company? So they make a simulation in computer based, so you feel that you are on the real world, you are managing everything. So then they make, so that's all about computer based training. So let me review what we have discussed this week. So we have started with e-learning in use of technology in training. We have discussed the company Dunkin's Donuts and hot coffee, their case study, what they are doing. Then we have discussed the introduction, what is the use of technology, why companies are using technology. We have discussed technology influence on training and learning. We have discussed the several benefits of technology, 7 benefits. As I have said, if you research a lot, you will find massive benefits of technology, and also their disadvantages as well. So it's your job to go and do more research on this specific topic. Then you can have technology in collaboration. Then we have discussed types synchronous and asynchronous communication. Then we have discussed the example in this restaurant, shown is this restaurant, what they are doing, how they use technology. Then we have discussed computer based. Then we have discussed, I think there is one example of IBM which we have missed. There is example of IBM as well. So that's all for this week. Inshallah, next week we will discuss another topic. So I hope it helps you a lot. As I have said, it's a very, very important subject. If you become a trainer somewhere, if you become a person who is responsible for training employees, these topics will help you a lot. So it's easy for you then, for you to decide. So see you inshallah in coming weeks.